Hast du umgelagert?
Ja, natürlich.
Super. Sehr gut gemacht. Hallo, da hast du schon ein. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob er neu ist. Nee, ne? You know, a new player?
Second place.
Here, play with him, please. Okay.
Hello.
Lotsen.
What?
My name is Lotsen.
Nice to meet you. My name is Uwe. You want to play with club or?
Anything is okay.
What?
Anything is okay.
Okay. So, 5 minutes is fine?
Yeah.
Okay, then good luck.
Du bist halt mit mir vorgegangen.
Okay.
Aber du erzählst erstmal von Wien.
Immer gern. Ja, es war sehr, sehr schön. Vor allem das Wetter, aber das war es wahrscheinlich ja auch. Das gutes Wetter war.
Wahnsinn, ne? Lass uns mal hier. Erzähl, wie ist gelaufen?
War gut. Also,
Ich
fast genau die Tagung war auf jeden Fall sehr schön.
Ja. Ja, richtig. Helmut, grüß dich.
Check.
Bist du bereit für Freitag? Freitag kommst du.
Was ist Freitag?
Na, wollten wir mal halb neun, wenn du ein bisschen reden.
In Kabel.
Ja. Und ich rechne fest mit dir, dass du beim Silbercup mitspielst.
Das war am 14.
Am 14.06.
Samstag.
So. Ich habe auch schon gesagt, wenn wir da nicht genug Leute wären, spielen wir hier. Lassen uns nicht davon abhalten.
Wie viele Teilnehmer haben wir bestimmt?
Kann ich euch zeigen, weil das, ich glaube 9 oder 10 sind bis jetzt, aber ich schmeiße, gut, es ist ja noch ein Monat Zeit, ne? Das Falsche. So, erzähl ruhig, du hast ja ein bisschen wenig Zeit gehabt zur Vorbereitung, ne?
Ja, genau. Nö, das war kein Problem.
War kein Thema.
Nö. Ja, von der Arbeit her mache ich immer wieder die gleichen Vorträge. Da passe ich immer mal ein paar Folien an, aber das ist im Prinzip.
Ach so.
Also es ist nicht so, dass ich ein völlig neues Thema hätte. Wie war denn eigentlich der Cup letzten Samstag?
Das war,
vor 2 Wochen.
wir haben dort gespielt, da kann ich mal einblenden. War interessant. Mal machen wir hier was Neues auf. Das geht. So, ich muss mal was, Helmut, entschuldigt, ich will mal hier ein anderes Ergebnis einblenden, weil er mich gerade noch gefragt hat. Ja, das kommt wieder rein.
Wolltest du mal schauen?
Das kommt wieder rein, ja.
Das sehe ich dann gar nichts.
Ja, warte mal. So, zack. So, hier ist dann der Blitz im Frühling. Zack. So, alles Endstand nach 7. So, der Robert hat gewonnen, ganz überzeugend wieder. Und hat auch jedes Spiel gewonnen. Ne? Wir haben 7 gewonnen.
Oh, Lazaro auf dem 2. Platz ist auch gut.
Ja, aber guck mal, 2 Punkte, ne?
Wo sind die Punkte? Wie die
Hier, ja, das ist die erste Punktwertung. Also Punktspiele der einzelnen Wertung, das sind die richtigen Punkte, die er errungen hat, und dahinter die Wertung.
Ach so.
Ne? Deshalb ist der Andreas hier auf dem 3. und der Krishna auf dem 4., weil die sich bloß in der 3. Wertung unterschieden haben. Ja, unterschiedliche Wertungssysteme gespielt. Ja, deshalb kann ich ja nachher noch einblenden. das ist der Stand jetzt hier aktuell. Ja, es sind also zurzeit 9, aber da werden sicherlich noch einige vom Schachclub Freiberg dazukommen und andere. Es ist ja noch Monatszeit, aber trotzdem, ne, muss ja alles hier stimmen.
Vielleicht komme ich auch noch dazu. Ich habe das ja nicht gemacht, weil ich noch nicht so weit vorausschaue.
Ah, du warst noch nicht so, du wolltest noch nicht, ne? So. Helmut, komm mal her, bitte. Beschäftige dich mal mit dem Sebastian, der ist ganz frisch heute. Der ist richtig scharf auf Schach.
Ja, ja, total.
Zugefügt. Das war ich nur. Ich könnte doch mit Uhr spielen. Ich habe noch mehrere da heute. Was könnt ihr dann spielen?
You need to watch out for your material.
Mm.
It's like there's like here you basically traded a knight and a bishop for 2 pawns, and basically in the end it was down to too much material. Black had, but it's like. Early on, it's like you really sort of like start trading quickly and thinking, oh yeah, I can make it with at least that was where I was at some point. So thinking, oh yeah, I can make it with like a really sort of like couple of like pieces down, you know.
Yeah,
like, I don't need that rook, I don't need that bishop. Yeah, I don't need the knight, the bishop. Yeah, I might be down a rook, but I can still win that.
but
It's just getting very unlikely. I did have a game recently on Chess.com where I basically traded my whole queen side, but it's a dangerous business you're in if you do that.
I mean, I only have. I don't know much options because I always do my knights first. The thing is, I wanted to.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
So, geht mal bitte. Ist das in der deutschen Sprache ausgerichtet?
Ja.
Alles klar. Ja, ich weiß Bescheid. Ich habe ja relativ gute Verbindung jetzt zur deutschen
It's
Sprache.
been too long since I played, so
Ich habe doch einen Sinn.
I want to practice on it.
Yeah, do you want to switch or play what again?
Gemacht.
Everything is fine.
Und unser Gymnasium ist ja jetzt deutsche Schachschule. Und da. Jakob unterstützt mich da ganz doll. So, und es geht am 17. spielen wir, wer ist der? Spielen wir hier unser Einladungsturnier. wolltest du mir noch mal zeigen? So. Das war natürlich doof. Aber einmal. Kannst dich gleich aktivieren. Ich will nur gewinnen. Was noch? Du hast dich auch noch nicht aktiviert.
Noch nicht.
Ja,
Werde ich machen.
das ist schön. Du kriegst dein Pionierangebot. Ja, hab mal früher gesagt. So.
It's not as good a trade as you think it is now.
Hmm?
It's not as good a trade for me as you think it is now. Yes, I've doubled your pawns. At the same time, I opened up more.
I didn't see that.
But at the same time, you've now got an open b-file for Europe.
Deswegen überspringen wir. Aber das passiert, man übersieht das. Ja, das passiert schnell.
Ich hatte gedacht, wir können einfach mal Tandem spielen.
Oh ja, bitte.
Also ich nochmal.
Ich liebe
Ich habe das jetzt gesehen. Das ist ja wahr. Ich will mir noch ein Spiel auf den Tisch ran. Ja.
Ja.
Ein Spiel,
Bitte. Bitte.
machen wir. Also, da fehlt noch einer. Einen brauchen wir.
Alles klar, ich jetzt mal zurückgehen können. Hast du den? Ich glaube, das ist nicht. Ich glaube, das ist ja nachträglich.
Das ist okay.
Ja, it's okay.
Jetzt schon aufstellen. Ich habe jetzt 3 Bauern im Set rum. Für dann mehr Kontrolle. Aber wobei, ganz schlecht ist es auch nicht. Das würde ich auch nicht sagen.
Das wäre dein Film.
Theorie ist kaum nicht. Einfach viel zu decken als Junge. Also der ist angeklappt.
Das ist logisch.
Gut, das ist aber nicht der Unterschied dann nicht so groß. Aber ich gibt verschiedene Züge. Es gibt den hier, das ist der Unterschied.
Dann tausche ich ab.
Genau, das ist eine Option. Ich glaube, der beste ist der hier. Oder zurück sogar, oder? Nee, das wäre nicht gut.
Oh, musst du das jetzt sagen?
I still have that one.
Theoriezug war das, aber da muss man viel kennen dazu. Wenn man das nicht kennt, dann wird es schwer.
Ich sehe da.
Dann kommt natürlich
Ah,
Schwierigkeit. Das war.
Wo soll der dann?
Das haben wir schon den Tisch.
Genau, die Idee ist erstmal, dass er vielleicht auch das Feld könnte. Also dann muss erstmal
This
das
is game over. Nice project.
Genau, weil
Actually, I made a blender
ja,
this
das
thing.
ist falsch machen und dann ist es ungünstig.
Got a nice.
Ja, genau, das ist aber besser für weiß. Deswegen
Yes.
ist dieses zu gut.
If we, so
okay. Like we can play with it.
Oh yes.
You had to play each one. Here you can hold it. You should just here. You defend this one.
Okay.
You defend this, and you just have to move your king.
Das sind wahrscheinlich.
And maybe you could hold it. I don't know how much.
But the thing is,
I mean, slowly you could probably sacrifice a pawn.
Ich stelle mir auch das drauf.
Also der Block wird von der
Aber wahrscheinlich bei dem Niveau.
I didn't know how much
Das ist
how much
wahrscheinlich
it was.
egal. Und dann irgendwelche Fehler.
That's what we played fast, so I assume it was
I should have one.
Ja. Das habe ich gesehen.
Nee, das ist nicht. Ich glaube.
Dann kommt es dann fällt der in.
Kommt der drin.
Ist Zeit für den Das nächste Mal mehr Widerstand.
You should play a bit more carefully. I'm making a lot of blunders.
Yes, me too. So you play without cup, right?
Yeah, okay.
Perfect. And cool look.
What? You put it
So, dann müsste jetzt irgendwo müssten noch Figuren
yeah, I know
rumstehen.
checkmate. Okay, okay. Not really.
Wir haben letzten habe ich wieder vergessen.
No.
Okay, what can I do to
I mean, there's good people here. Basically, most of the better people are sitting over there on that table.
Okay, so what do you think I should do?
Okay, so we talked about material loss.
Yes, I'll play more on
Which is,
chess.
hey, material loss is something that doesn't.
Yes.
You don't lose the game immediately because you lose material, right? Except for maybe at the grandmaster level, where basically every pawn counts. Well, even before that, at the more proficient amateur level, it begins to count because people think about, if I do that in the end game, how beneficial is the position of my pawns? Right? Complicated strategic thinking. We are playing much more tactical, like thinking about maybe the next couple of moves. Right? We're not thinking about how do I get the best position for the last couple of moves. Right? So material loss for now doesn't immediately lose the game, but it makes it harder for you.
Yeah, okay.
So think about giving away material, especially if you give it away below its value, right? Because you don't have infinite material. The next thing is don't develop tunnel vision. So the first game was you basically being behind a knight and a bishop, right? So which made it really hard to maintain your line, right? You had much less material to defend your remaining material, right? So that's one thing. The next thing is this game is just sort of like really showing the issue of tunnel vision, right? You were thinking, okay, if I push here, right, and it really is like that's potentially a mate right? So either you go for that and you think, oh yeah, I'm winning a rook, or you think, well, I'm winning the whole game. Right? Why did I let you do this, right? And it's like, yeah, it's like a really bothersome position for that, right? Because if I do that, then this follows, right? I could do this, but basically that becomes an issue then. I technically have to get away and stuff with it. At the same time, that is why did you basically, if I moved it away, right? Now I allowed this, right? I even allowed this, and you're like, yeah, the game's done.
No, I was
It's already-
thinking, okay, yeah.
It's like, it's almost won, you know? It's like one move away from winning.
No, not one more, but I thought that I could do something.
If I allowed this, it's check.
I guess you won't allow this time.
Yeah. Now what would I have done? Maybe
Okay, before that, what
this.
Yeah, so
that works as well, but I'm losing this. This I'm losing anyways. So you're like, I'm going to win.
Yeah,
Either I blunder the mate, or you win the rook.
yeah.
So you're walking out and you win with check, right? You capture with check.
Yeah,
And
and I
you
can
could-
take pieces.
You could even make the case of losing the queen here.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like
couldn't
that.
take this because the thing was here. Yeah, I know.
That's not the problem. You can actually trade it where you've won a rook and a bishop for the queen. It's like, you could make that. I think you can argue for that. That this is useful. The thing is that none of this really matters because of this.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And at that point, it's probably nothing. This is you.
Okay.
It's the only move that prevents it from happening. It actually does help a lot because it maintains this. But for that, you have to see what's happening here.
Okay.
So the further you get down the board, right? Don't lose sight of what's happening back home.
Okay.
All right. So don't just throw away material. If you can give me a good reason why you're giving away material below its value, you can do it. If you can't rationalize it, don't do it. Okay? If you don't have an idea what's of the outcome,
I mean, okay.
all right.
Okay, but the thing is that my main problem is that I always start with this. I want to change it, but it's my.
Ich weiß.
Understandable. I have the same issue. Why do you want to start with it?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I did for a long time.
Yeah. So what? No, it's a valid move. It's a valid move. But it only is a valid move if you can argue the move. In a sense, it doesn't. If you can't argue in favor, it doesn't mean that it's like it doesn't matter how much of a valid move it is if you can't argue in favor of it.
What?
Right? So make the knight f3 move.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want to do next? Like general idea.
So what I do is either go take this there or just move this. That's kind of my fixed opening. I didn't play anything like this competitive or anything. I just randomly play different ones. So I don't think I don't think it was a serious matter. So before coming here, I want to improve myself and everything. So that's what I'm asking you. I don't know.
But could you find an idea for that? So maybe let's talk through what does the knight do then?
Basically, when I start the game, I just want to counterplace in the center.
You want to control the central place. Yeah.
So that's why I either go with this or this and push it as much forward as I can. Maybe that's a straight up basic thinking. That's what I do. Yeah, that. I mean,
Do you know what happens in a war if you have extended supply lines and not a proper flanking, not proper flank support? It collapses because you don't have enough support. Same thing in chess. You want to control the center. That's a good general paradigm. You can either do that by moving on the flanks on the side of the board, or directly controlling in the opening, directly controlling the center. Either directly through basically something like that, or like on the flanks, but still about center control mostly. Breaks on the flank, on the sides of the board, yeah, they do happen. So where basically you push forward, but usually it happens after, for example, having castle. After having castles.
yes, yeah, okay.
Right. So, because it really depends on what's the general structure and where's your king at. There's a situation where you can push pawns on the king's side after having castle. So on the side where your king is after castle. And there's situations where you explicitly don't want to use that side for rushing in with pawns, that is. that I would say is something that you can push early on. It's like there's situation, especially if your opponent allows it. Right? Yeah, grab space. But the moment there's resistance, right, when your opponent doesn't allow it, do you have enough support for everything that you push down the board to survive? Right? Because it's like you're washing against the walls of your opponent. And it can be as simple as a pawn.
Aber ihr spielt auch, ne?
Yeah, we're supposed to play with. So, he reminded me that I'm supposed to play with you, not just lecture you. Having said that, your general idea is controlling the center is good, pushing, okay. Considering that, what is the specific role of that?
You tell me. That's the problem. I don't think that's I just go with the flow. That's not good for chess. Yeah.
Maybe let's start with the squares that are controlled by the knight now. So which are these? Which squares are controlled by the knight?
This?
Yeah. This and
It's already there. And this okay.
I'm really afraid like either if I kill it like you were
That's good.
nothing else.
or did you indicate the squares?
Yeah.
Good. So
Okay, you're up for rematch?
so what some people do, like
Please let me know if I make any blunders. I'm making a lot of blunders.
usually what you let's talk about. I'll give you one of the reasons to use an f3, knight f3 on your first move, and knight f3 isn't well liked by some here. This is normal e4.
Okay.
Now this is an e4, e5.
Okay.
This pawn here was allowed to get here in the first place.
Okay. Okay.
I can't play e5. Well, I can, and I've seen people play. But it's not. I hugely dislike such a situation where you've already lost your king's pawn. You've got a knight threatening these two squares, which isn't material right now, which isn't important right now. But at the same time, I've got a knight in my half of the board. I've lost a pawn already without some immediate attack recapturing material. I just lost a pawn. Have a knight out immediately here. You can easily see, like, I could start like any sort of attack, and basically at this point, even if I take here and you take here, no, that doesn't work. But you know, the problem is that the general e4, e5, in my view, doesn't work well if you open that, because this is just losing. Yes, you're basically giving up tempo, because after this you can either retreat, you can go there, but you need to get out of there. It loses tempo, but still done a pawn. Which basically forces me really to do something else. Either it's going to be probably something like this, or more like what I see often enough is d5. Now, how do we react to d5 now?
Yes. I mean, when you queen, the
Wait, your idea is this.
I mean, okay.
So why are you pushing?
Push the pawn because I don't want it to be and it's supported by the queen and I so I can just take it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
What about this? Falsches Curriculum für einen Anfänger?
He could just take the
Gambit.
Anfänger? Ist das Anfänger? Ja.
Er hat ab und an, also mit Freunden, ohne dann als Gastaccount bei chess.com immer mal wieder ein bisschen gespielt, allerdings nie wirklich ernsthaft. Es gibt, also er weiß ja schon zumindest, dass das Zentrum, dass es früh darum geht, das Zentrum abzusichern.
Ist die Einladung nicht ganz korrekt, was wir hingelegt haben, oder? Das Turnier. Nee, das wäre noch nicht, ne? Wahrscheinlich nicht.
Kommt darauf an. You said that you're scared of getting competitive, right? Uwe, bleib mal hier. Ich versuche gerade zu ergründen, ob das eine gute oder schlechte Einladung ist.
Ja.
So you said in the beginning that you sometimes are scared to end up being competitive in chess.
yeah, I mean
Yeah. How do you cope with losing at chess? In chess? How do you cope with losing?
I play again.
You play again.
That's the thing.
No hard feelings?
Most of the times I play just when I'm 10 standard. I try it, but it takes too much time. I always play the 10 minutes game. Okay, I'm not that much a great player. But, yeah.
Und? Hast du es rausgekriegt?
Es kann sein, dass sie eine sehr schwere Zeit haben. Die Frage ist nur, wie gut man damit klarkommt, viel zu verlieren.
Ja, das ist die Frage.
Das kann eine wertvolle Erfahrung sein.
Ja, ich sammle jedes Mal Erfahrungen mit euch.
Hey, Moment mal, letztes Mal hast du gewonnen gegen mich.
Ja, wir müssen dann extra nochmal. Aber das wird wahrscheinlich heute nicht, aber es macht nichts.
Ja, ich muss auch früher los.
Wir bleiben dran.
Something you need to be aware of. It's going to be tough time for you.
Yeah.
If you enjoy challenges,
Mm.
if you don't have a problem with setbacks, hey, you can come.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to take most of the day
Okay.
because it's multiple games.
Mm.
But if you don't have an issue with that,
Okay. I mean, it's not mandatory or anything, right?
no.
Okay. And it's not, it's I think next month.
Yeah.
Quatsch, das ist so rüber.
Yeah.
Hier rüber.
no, but they give that. They give it to us.
I'm going to play probably Fabian, du spielst Silver Cup?
Kommt voraussichtlich.
Voraussichtlich.
Wenn wir nicht genug werden, spielen wir hier.
So probably most people that are here in the room, like some people can't come because of conflicting tournaments. Anyway, so what this is a situation where you, while allowing this, and a situation where you technically could say, well, I actually want this to happen. You're giving up.
Then I don't
You're giving up the football. Why would someone do that?
I don't know.
I mean, it isn't the best thing, but it is probably the most sort of like obvious thing. First of all, you're getting a pawn back.
Okay.
Getting it back. Because after this check, it's like, yeah, you can block this way, you can block that way. But what you're getting back is a pawn immediately. You've got to do it. All of these moves after that are forced. Well, this is another way to deal with it. Probably actually better moves. Hard to say. But still, like, you don't really lose temper because all of this is forced. He has to react to the check. I mean, he could even do something like this.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first.
Yeah, no. And it will become very obvious why this isn't great. Because if you do this, the knight's back immediately.
Okay.
And you have to prevent the
Thank you.
you have to prevent
No.
When you play this, my heart beats.
but what it is a lost queen anyway. Right, so this you don't want to have happen to you. Which is I mean this still can this prevents.
Yeah, I think this is just made.
Maybe.
You're gonna take it like this.
She's not careful.
Actually no. This does. Technically this does as well, and this is even better.
Yes. GG.
The problem is, you see what that means now for black. Do you see what the issue for black is immediately? Even if you can keep your queen easily.
Just need to make a call.
Just you know, like go here, for example, something like that. And this just exemplifies one of the like these aren't necessarily very good moves, but I believe them good enough to at least sort of like show some ideas. Right? For example, why is white now allowed to do that? Because previously, in order to prevent a checkmate, you completely blocked your own bishop. Right? And now here's another issue: you have this pawn weakness, maybe threatening your knight. Although no, you don't. This now, but still, you see sort of like how this is sort of a game where black is sort of reacting very much sort of like constrained. And this is like already like you probably I wouldn't continue playing with two pieces, but rather bring a couple more pieces to the fight. But really sort of like pushy just with two pieces. Like black currently allows that to happen, but it's really sort of pressurizing. Now, let's continue to look at 1 and 3. Black could, and I think I did that. Black could say, I also contend for the center. But I'm doing it on c5. Now this is dodgy because after c5 my knowledge ends, and something you don't see me doing very much. It's a good question how I react to properly played n3. I say we play a couple of times more. And you keep in mind, if you can't justify a move, don't make it. Right? Do not get tunnel vision. These are the early steps. We're not talking about. You don't need a lot of theory. Like the moment if you start thinking about theory too early, what happens? It becomes a crutch. So you just turn your brain off. You learn the moves by heart, and then you just go autopilot your chess. That's not what theory is supposed to do. Giving you like autopilot mode to play. But theory is useful. But let's first get to the point where tunnel vision is less of an issue, and so is just sort of throwing away material. Right?
Na, da muss rechts stehen, ne? Bei Schwarz.
Achso, ja, stimmt.
Okay, doch. So, jetzt geht's aber los.
Macht der Teamwechsel?
Wir kennen more Gegner. Dann im nächsten können wir Team wechseln.
Best opening.
Ich kann mich gar nicht entscheiden, für wen ich bin jetzt.
I just hate this place.
Any phone?
Das ist skandinavisch.
Okay.
Ja. C4 benutzt.
Wird nicht verhandelt.
Not getting any.
Wird nicht verhandelt.
I just need a pawn.
You get one bird, so
You can trade pawns in the center.
I think it's a good move.
If you have any questions, you can ask them.
Hmm?
If you have any questions, you can ask them. Kannst du mal zuschauen und deinen Senf so zu geben, Uwe?
Ja, ich versuche.
Ja, das ist eine fragwürdige Entwicklung, die du hier siehst. Auch bei Schwarz.
Auch
Ja, ich trade hier
Dann
Springer für eine doppelte.
Damit nimmst du jeden Kommentar weg.
Lass dich nicht beeinflussen von meinen Kommentaren.
Ja, ich bin ja klein. Na, das hätte ich wahrscheinlich nicht gemacht.
Can I not read it?
Yeah, yes.
Wait, this is so busted.
That's what I need. I need pawns. You have to use the pieces she gives you.
Keine Kampfstimmung bei euch.
Yeah. Totally. Wow.
This guy. Oh man.
I don't know. I can do it. So
We can't do. Oh, okay. Okay, thank God.
I cannot do that. It's my turn though.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yes. Obligation. Why? Three bishops of the same country.
I need a pawn right now.
No.
You need a pawn?
Yeah.
So I cannot. Well, I can sacrifice a knight for a pawn, but
You can give you queen.
I'll give you the pawn like in the next. If if you need a piece like put in the moment, just tell me a sacrifice piece. Yeah, 4 bishop on the board, so I can sacrifice a piece. He has to because it's a pawn.
Not ideal. Schauen Sie jetzt seine Figuren noch gar nicht ein, ne?
Sorry?
Yeah, you have. I know.
Yeah, your teammates now give you pieces. Sorry. You're bringing out the shit.
Better than last time.
Just want to chase my queen away.
It's not completely functional, but much better than before. Because now this doesn't work anymore. Like just blocking it that way doesn't work anymore. Because the queen comes in.
Oh, sorry.
Ja, ja. Aber guter Versuch.
Guck mal, ist das nicht schön frei F-Linie?
Du hast aber jetzt alle Möglichkeiten. Sag ich mal vorsichtig.
Mhm.
Can you put the queen on the side?
Kann ich mir bei Uwe nicht erlauben, so zu spielen. Aber ich bin ja dann um 7 weg, dann kannst du ja spielen.
Ja,
Okay.
Oh. Good. Good. Although, the idea is that I can't castle, right?
Yeah, I know. But if there's a check, you can't castle, right?
No, I can't castle through check. Interestingly, if you, my king can't go through check. So, if you had played this, it's not advisable because I realized that this is under attack. That this would still be allowed because my rook can castle out of check. With through check.
Okay.
You're getting a rook.
Yeah, but even if I do this, you can just take it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But
Die spanische Falle hat sie dazu.
here's the thing: in a situation like this, yeah.
That's not good. That's not good. When you it's interesting.
Yeah, I should have done the other thing.
Den Trick sollst du vielleicht dann im Video zeigen.
I don't think it would have helped a lot if you took with it. No, not really. It would go the same. I would have taken with the bishop. You'd have your knight still, but the knight would probably actually really go for the bishop then. I would say. Maybe you thought something about doing something else, but.
Stimmt, ja.
Oh, woher hast du? What was that? Oh, you have the time.
It's something you could do.
I normally do this, it just takes
Can you tell me why castling isn't a good option?
Kommst nicht rein?
Why castling wasn't a good option?
Kommst nicht rein oder
for
was?
who? Me.
You.
I mean,
Kommst nicht rein?
yeah, I mean, I have castle in mind, but if a queen can come together in one or two moves.
Oh no!
Okay.
No, no, no.
Material-wise, it doesn't equal trade.
But it's all.
Exactly.
Oh, come on!
Just hang on.
I made a mistake.
Just hang on.
Oh my goodness.
Now, something else changed.
You took my phone, right?
It's your turn. And tell me, what is now available to you?
And I could just take this.
Yes, that's not what I mean.
Hmm?
Look back home. Your back rank. What's now possible? You have now a decision between two options, whereas before you only had one option.
Anyone, just
No.
You trade away the queens, equal trade. You didn't. You made a trade in a way that you didn't get double pawns. You don't have the g5. You now have again the opportunity to decide. Explain to me what's the problem right now.
I can't do both because it doesn't have any support.
Well, yeah, that's not supported. What else isn't supported? There's more than one thing not supported right now.
This one.
Okay, good. Now what do you do?
Okay.
That is like, yeah, it's a valid move. It does address one of the pins. Is there a better way to address the pin? Like, even if you go for the one, the idea is probably that I trade and you have the open one, right? Okay, good. Let's not get focused on the open one. What's another way to trade this and still keep this?
Okay.
I could just go here. Take that.
Take. And what do I do?
You can only do this and you
Take
can't
back.
do
I
cancel and
can move away, but I can take back.
yeah, but then you can do cancel.
Yes, that's true. What else can you do then? Now this thing isn't an issue. This is also hanging. But I will have moved, so it's your move again. What will you be able to do? Castling, protecting the piece. Fair enough. Let's do it.
So what would have what you would have?
Yeah, let's do it. That's how far we plan out. Let's do it.
Okay.
Should work. I mean, there's some issues with it, but it should work.
Okay.
That this is a benefit, yeah.
Then I do it.
Good. Now I have to think about support. Well, I could. Let's use the open F phone.
Hier, ne?
Okay. Still using them.
War die falsche Seite?
I have to create an opening, right?
For what? Why
Why
do you want to create an opening on the king side?
I usually when I do a castle, I just move the one piece. So even if I get how to move my king somewhere, I have a place to do it.
Yes. For the short castle, it's here, usually. Either for third. But it's a good question where it is on the long castle, because I don't know.
Not I usually use this so that I can
Yeah, good point.
let's just play.
Okay.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
See, I show my pieces. Not like others. When it interests me. Check who's two.
Right, let's think this through for a moment. Like this.
I need bishop.
Das ist zu stark.
Bishop. It doesn't matter what you need to sacrifice, but I need a bishop.
Das kannst du lange verlangen. Wenn du keinen kriegst, dann ist nicht.
Can I do your pawn?
I need a bishop.
She's very bossy. Oh, she's getting a rook. I'm sorry.
That's good.
No, she's not. Oh shit, that is mint.
Oh!
That is well, I have to sack the queen. So that is
I'm getting a rook.
very nice. No,
Das war typische Ablenkung jetzt. Das war wohl.
yeah, yeah, welcome. I had a plan when this was
I hope like my lecturings would help here.
No, actually, yeah.
That is so sad.
Games were a bit wild, but on both.
Yeah, I don't see
Ah,
me winning
come
this
on.
game.
This is stupid. This is better. But anyways, just saying that
I mean, I'm just asking for his mother name. I'm asking for his mother name.
yeah, this still exists though.
If he's not careful, he's gonna get his queen trapped. I'm telling him the fact, I'm gonna trap the queen.
I couldn't make that one kind of scene before.
Got to go. Okay.
Everyone makes.
No, no, yes!
I'm not laughing from
Yes! Give me
this.
this!
We all do
Give me
that. This is a game. We have until 8 seconds.
Do you want to play against me?
Coffee shop is.
No, can't do that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
Right then.
Female needs a piece. Not getting a queen.
I love this.
Oh.
Yes!
She just needs a pawn.
Probably, but I'm not sure if I'll be
Why did you give it a night?
Right. Have fun.
Thank you.
You see the number 1 here?
Oh, right.
It's because white.
Ah,
White's
okay.
on the first rank.
No!
Okay, then.
Then you have your pieces.
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Fabian.
Sorry.
What's your name?
Joseph.
Nice to meet you.
So you are a student or something?
What?
Are you a student at Tuba?
Yes, I am a student at Tuba.
Okay.
And you?
Yeah.
Nice. You want to play with time or without?
And,
No, we'll play with time.
okay, you want to say white or white?
You can play with
see that.
Oh, he's going all in. And where did he go? That's not good. Okay.
See that one there, please.
Yeah, he's there like that. Oh my god. Oops. And you're a rook. It's not a queen, but it's a rook.
Yeah. Is it really worth it? No, I wouldn't. I would get the knight. Oh yeah. Take the bishop with the knight. Then I play. Check.
But I do not want to take it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Also ist schon vorbei, ne?
Wie bitte?
Habt ihr eine Uhr noch dran?
Nee, wir haben eine Uhr umgeschlagen. Jo, können wir ausmachen. Spielen wir dann heute noch? Heute auch noch? Ich würde dann nochmal gegen dich spielen.
Ja, machen wir.
Okay, so maybe you should move your bishop, the castle, the king in the center of the
Yeah,
board.
but if I do this, I'll take this.
Ich sehe, es
That's
bilden
true.
sich Fenster.
Mm.
Maybe you can use a bishop to go with the hand or then next move go there so you can castle on queen side first. I think your goal should be to castle.
Yes, that's what I
I mean, you see this rook? If my rook comes here, it's on one line with the king. It's very dangerous for you.
No, okay.
I mean, if you castle shit, no, sorry.
Mm. Mm.
No, it's made. It's made in the next one. It's made in the next one. It's made in E4.
And if you move your bishop, you need to be aware that this bishop can go here and win a rook. This is very dangerous as well.
I needed a queen. I just needed a queen. I was getting pushed up here. Very nice.
What's this game called?
Tandem.
Okay.
Two players.
Change to
Aufgeben.
Sehr unangenehm mit dem Wolf. Ja, das war.
Wollt ihr mal testen?
2 Stunden können
Ja.
das habe ich klar übersehen.
Warte, maybe we should play. Ihr könnt euch hier
basically, this is your sheet.
You should play the. Oh, you should play one of the bits.
Ich hab das mit den kleinen Fliegen zusammen immer.
Okay, no one play tandem.
Er nur mit seinem scheiß Englisch.
You wanna play tandem?
No.
I want to play on. I'll play with that.
Hier ist Englisch.
Ja.
I will play tandem. I want
Aber
to
schwer.
It's like
Du hast dagegen.
Yeah. You wanna play tandem? He wants to play. He wants to play. No more. So basically, he's your teammate. The pieces he captures, you can put on the board when it's your turn.
Oh, wherever I want.
Wherever you want.
Oh.
There are only 2 moves. You cannot put a pawn on the center one. For obvious reasons. You cannot put a
What
pawn
am I
there.
gonna do?
You cannot put a pawn there.
Okay.
You can put it here.
Oh, okay.
And you cannot put a piece giving mate. You can put a piece giving a check. And the next move can be mate,
Oh, okay.
but not giving mate here.
Okay.
That's basically the rule. And your pawn reaches the last rank, you don't get any piece. You just give the pawn to her.
Oh.
Because there are only 2 points on board. That's basically it.
Okay. Okay.
You need to play in white.
I think I just do this and bring the rook in 1-9 for the king.
Yes, but it takes your turn.
Oh, okay.
With or without?
Without yeah.
Come on. I gotta be seeing you having fun.
That's why I love pawns and pendulum. Pawns and knights and
Yeah, it's true.
Ist er dann?
Ja.
Ach so.
Was denn auch so?
Ich dachte, du bist.
Nee. It's your turn, right? Für wen? Ja. Und das hier auch noch.
Ja, das war noch, ja, das war der Verlust. Ja, mach.
Okay. One little advice: if you want to castle, you need to move your king first.
Ja, du musst
So,
erst den König nehmen.
Okay.
This is not allowed.
Yeah.
You have to do this and then this.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
So, king first and then rook.
Yes, king first and then rook.
Mhm.
This was the position.
Ja,
Oops. Sorry.
du musst den bauen, dann hast du richtig Figuren genommen. Ne?
Ach so.
So. Nimmst den Bauen und schlägst mit dem Läufer auf E5. Oder kannst auch einen Turm auf E5
We
schlagen.
can start again.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Ich habe einen Turm dort, das habe ich ganz vergessen.
Give it right now.
Ich bin, wie gesagt, heute nicht so ganz auf der Höhe.
Das ist meine Chance.
Ja.
Das wäre meine Chance.
Das ist ja anstrengend, das habe ich schon. Okay, you see now I win this night because my bishop and my rook is not, and you only have your queen to defend. And you can do this, but then the bishop.
Huh? No, that's not possible.
Sorry. I thought I worked from outside. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to play this. Oh, I can't play this now.
Bleibt dir was über.
I'm sorry. This game is, it's I don't know. It's wavy.
Muss er.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only move is to take my queen.
And,
Yeah.
And now you see this.
Aber ja.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ja.
Good move. Very good move.
Kannst aber Schach sagen. Richtig. Fällt hier der Turm.
Nee, nicht unbedingt. Da fehlt der Bauer.
Geht das mal rüber.
So this is check. You see?
Yeah.
If you move your king in there, I take your rook.
Yeah, I mean, if I can take this, I lose the rook.
Yes. The only move to keep the rook is to go there.
Yes.
Do you want to play this move?
Конечно, würde ich sagen.
Wie bitte?
Конечно, das war Russisch. Of course you must. You must this move.
And I think we trade rooks. I take your rook. No, you take my rook.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. I hope you didn't think
This is a move, nice.
Let's see how it
Nice.
goes.
You are a piece down.
Ah, no.
Und?
Nice move. Ich dachte, wir sehen. I can't believe it. Yes, of course you do this.
I didn't see that.
Mhm. No, I don't have a rook.
Do you have a pawn? What's that? Oh, it's
Oh my. What a long day.
I just wait long enough for a piece.
Okay, so this actually is okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What would you have done? What would you have done?
Hmm?
If you were on my place,
Mm.
what would you do?
I don't know. So this piece is not very active, and this piece is not very active as well. So
I was thinking of making a move like this.
this would have been a move because it takes this pawn and this
Yeah, I
pawn.
know.
And so
But then this would be here and
yes, that's true. That's true. So this is not a bad move.
Ja, no.
I'm
Ja, wir haben verloren.
Kann es sein, dass du im falschen Team bist, Michael? Da müsste Druck aufdrehen, ne? Müsste Druck aufdrehen.
Ohne. Okay, ja.
Das war schön lustig. Macht er nicht.
Very good move. I didn't see it. I saw that. Check. Oh, wow.
Wir können schon ausmachen. Im Kampfesgewühl gar nicht gemerkt. Und wie sieht das aus?
Ah ja, stimmt.
Why
Dann
you
ist,
didn't
glaub ich,
pick up this pawn?
ja,
So why don't you do this? Do
dann ist
this?
es schwer.
I wanted this to be.
Ah, okay, okay. It's okay, it's okay.
Nee, dann, also, das ist auch.
This pawn.
Yeah, but still.
Wobei so Chancen,
No,
zumindest früher gegen.
this pawn.
Just playing.
Überlegen.
Hm.
Eine Sekunde ist natürlich in Ordnung.
Nee. Die Mehrheit hier ist auch. Spanne aktivieren. Und auch nicht viel, ne?
Ich könnte einfach keine schlagen, aber der steht dann schlecht.
Ja, und dann hier, ne? Das ist ganz krass.
Ja, gut, nee, der ist gedeckt.
Ja, gut, da hat er die Rollen davor.
Ich muss es machen, man muss irgendwie.
Ja, müsste aktiv werden, richtig. Ja, dann ist das weg. Dann kommt die Dame schon. Das nächste Chance hätte ich mir das so. Und dann bist du matt.
Wahrscheinlich, ja.
Ja,
Genau.
dann ist
Da
schlecht.
kam das auf den Baum am Rande gar nicht ein.
So normally you didn't want to take this knight because now these two pawns are connected.
Yeah.
But I think it's no problem because you look.
I didn't even realize that. My goodness. Wow, that's cool. Let's see.
Das geht nicht.
Ah, sorry, I'm sorry.
Das geht nicht. hast du dort gemacht, Fabian?
Ich habe einfach nicht gut gespielt, was wir schon gemacht haben. It's your turn.
Just the right.
Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Das klang nicht wie Begeisterung.
Oh my god.
Nice. GG. You want a rematch? Or?
Yes, the opening.
Oh my god. This is the problem of having a master kid. You finish something and then you're rubbish. Two bishops. Oh my god. I need to take out only this bishop.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you. That was on the
Bishop before. No, but it's actually it's very common mistake. Black usually does that against Queen's Gambit. Doesn't, I mean, you don't lose the knight. I mean, you
Yeah, I
additionally
got it.
you
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
the knight, but you normally the knight retreats, the queen goes down, and the computer says +1. But I have lost positions from that. Yeah.
Can we switch?
Yeah. You can just go.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
And if I do this, then you say, okay, I can do the same. Now if I take either mistake from my part, I'm just helping you with the ball, and you can also take with the check. So I normally take your some people hold the pawn, and they take with the pawn.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
okay. Rematch.
Yes, of course. You want to switch colors again?
Yeah, we can do this. No problem. I'll be black.
Okay, you play that. Okay. So this with an What is this? Okay. Well, then I just take the center.
Okay, I don't know what I was thinking.
This is not a good move.
Yeah, I saw someone doing that, so I always do the this thing.
The knife, yes. This is just. I mean, at professional chess level, they do this because they think they are so good that they win even with playing this move at the beginning. Er hat A5 gespielt als erstes, das Schwarz.
Welche Öffnung ist das? Welche Öffnung ist das?
Das war irgendwas.
Also 11.
Ja.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Das funktioniert nur aber beim Bullet. Also eins müssen wir langsam partieren. That is very great. That is very great.
Wir bauen in einer 2/3 Raum.
Checkmates.
Oops.
Yeah, I also saw it. That was like,
Yeah.
I gave you the queen.
Okay, but
I was
you
like,
see,
yeah, she's gonna take a bit.
it's like,
I'm not.
no.
And you beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have most time.
I always play like 2 hours or something like that.
It was a good
Mm.
game.
I don't know why when I play against you, I just run out of ideas every time.
It was really great.
I just run out of ideas. Yeah, I was like,
Yes, okay.
Very often. So you have to actually make a plan.
yeah, but like it doesn't happen often with when I play with K-pop or something. No, I don't know about that.
And sometimes you will finish
Yeah,
like 3
yeah.
times against the same guy in a tournament, and then you sit and you just expect you.
Yeah.
You just get it. I can use any time.
Warum soll das mal sein?
And if you play, I mean, normally people do not really play.
I didn't change it twice.
Hmm?
I didn't want my game.
Yes, that's right.
But why? What are they thinking?
But you can't castle because this rook is crossing
The
it.
more the number of materials.
Normally, if you want to castle the king, so
manufacture
how do you see it in English?
trading the pieces like as much as
If one of those squares is protected by one of my pieces, you can press in this direction.
I don't know if it's a trade.
Nee, das ist das immer.
Yeah, but you gotta see how you trade. You gave a pair of bishops, and you gave me a strong center.
Damit ist es doch gelöst.
What did you get?
Spätestens.
Yeah.
You have nice and fire. You have
Aber der Kunde hat
and you gave me 2 open fives. So you gave me some things.
jetzt ist die Schweiz.
This is check,
Okay.
How system? Okay.
and this is a free queen next move.
That my king is in the center. And normally the plan is to just try to open the center. You also have to see queens.
Yeah, that's.
Ja,
And this is just made. You can't take that because it's pinned to the king.
Yeah, I should have done this. Okay. Yeah, so how long have you been in this club?
Half a year.
Half a year.
So since October.
And white just
Last
the center.
Yes, last
White
October.
just to defend. Then just your
And this is your first time?
equalize the game.
Right
Good.
now, let's see. Do you want to switch or play again?
Switch colors. Or you just want to switch opponents.
No, I'll play again.
Nice.
The thing is, I only know how to open with this. I want to change that. And I once played online somewhere, and he did this.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and it was easy. So I thought might as well be like that.
This is not a good move.
Yeah.
Because normally you want to take the center. Okay.
Überrascht sofort.
Kein
they have the chance to move 3 pawns. Am I having this one? And you can defend it moving.
I can do this.
You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. 3 ways to defend this. Which one seems better? This one is the work you just open the file. So this is
What would you advise me to do this?
I'm just asking you to
I think this
that one looks nice.
nice, yeah.
I was expecting
Nice.
that also is very solid.
To castle him.
But I see
To castle is very good, especially
that
in an early time.
Let's say now I can actually play and try to break in the center because you just open the diagonal. So that is a plan. I'm not saying it's winning, but now I have to. Right? Whereas with this plan, check, you just go here and you're actually defending. I'm saying it's probably
Okay. I made this mistake. I think I will face the consequences.
okay.
The
So you want me
solution
to
was
show you
better
that
than-
it's a bad
Yeah,
move?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're just happening.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine using as far as I'm learning something.
You decide to take the knight. So knight can
Have you ever heard of en passant? Have you ever heard of en passant?
pieces. I can't take
No,
this one.
I cannot take
Hat
that.
geschlagen.
Like,
Was du los
sometimes
bist.
everything. I can
Your
do it
pawn is
so
on this rank, or as black on this rank,
It's just
and your opponent moves his own pawn
Yeah,
2
yeah,
squares.
yeah.
Like in this position I did with this pawn, you can just take
knight
by
is
doing
another
this.
option, but the knight
Oh, I
cannot
don't know
come
that. Okay. So,
Here is completely
can you
blocked,
tell me
and you
again?
cannot take this pawn out.
So
Here is also
if
blocked,
your
and
pawn
here
is
also
white
very
is on the
blocked,
5th
and
rank,
now
Okay.
and his black is
this
on the
pawn is
4th
weak,
rank,
this pawn is weak.
and your opponent does
They're not
this,
together.
so moving his
So I
own
should be
pawn
taking-
2
Now
squares
you're opening
forward.
actually your file.
You can take
I think
by just doing
this
this.
is better than okay.
This is open, but this is also
This is
open.
known as en passant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes, it's a French word, en passant.
So I can now do this.
Yes, you can do this
Okay.
if you want.
And at some point, you have to also find a pawn at the other. At some point, I have to do my
Yeah,
works.
I get it. Can do it at any point.
No. Only right now. If you
I mean, if I make another move and next move, I can do that.
no, you can't do
Not
this.
next.
Or only when you move.
Yes, only in this right
Okay.
now. Sorry, I should have said that. I forgot.
Okay.
For the knights. This is neutralized. Like
Yeah,
now
yeah,
this
yeah,
diagonal
yeah.
should be neutralized.
I think I have a good score. Maybe I can perhaps go here and get this.
It's okay. It's not a bad move.
Where you're looking for this square.
Yeah,
That's
that-
something.
But
I mean, I'm not good enough to say if this trade will be good.
I don't think that is good.
I don't know.
I think it will weaken. You can just still
If I
advance
push, I
and
lose
then-
the pawns. If I push, I lose my pawns. And pushing is difficult because of your open files. So I wouldn't trade it because my bishop is organized. It's pointing at your king. It's an active piece. That's also an active piece. The dogs will get one here, so I don't really want to try. But that is a plan. That is a plan.
That's like
Completely fine plan. Just open one. put one knight in a very good position.
Für den Ziel isolierte Bauern.
Ja, und so, ne?
Not very good. Mhm. Okay. Actually, your knights are very powerful, so I'm thinking of trading one.
Ja gut, gut. Du gönnst mir noch eine Revanche, ne?
Das war vielleicht eine Gande.
Ja, so. Wo geht denn das hier?
Mhm.
Achso, ich hatte es gar nicht eingestellt.
Going up in that center.
Ja, schon nicht aufgedrückt. So, dann werde ich
But you do see this, right?
I have two open tiles, and I cannot do
It was here.
Auch wenn es dir schon mal gegeben hat. Ganz frisch ausgetrocknet.
Games were not both things are not castle on the same side. You're kind of thinking in defense and.
You see what I'm doing here? I'm blocking this and this square from your black bishop so that you can't move it out.
She looks well, the queen is not good.
That was really nice.
Hatten wir vor uns auch schon.
Hat er und?
So die letzte Partie, glaube ich.
Nice.
Ups.
Stop clicking.
But I like the idea that you could make content and be free.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
You have this, you just take my knight. So you just traded knights. It's not very bad for you.
Who's getting that? I love it. This makes me play 10 minutes. Oh. Can you place the kids?
Yeah.
You know what they are?
Oh,
Yeah,
if you put this,
Hmm?
Yeah.
if it goes here, it will be check, right?
Ja, ja, genau.
Well, you can do this as well. Yes, I just move my king.
Yeah, but then I can take this.
Ah, yes.
you go
Okay.
to a queen and a cross.
Yes, yes.
This would have been like,
Of course.
Nice.
Normally,
I think we'll just go there.
I do look very
Erneut Block.
especially if your king's not too many checks.
Yes.
First, I can hide again. I have behind the 3 pieces.
It's okay.
Viel gedacht.
As long as your king can become the dogs first, it's not going to be
Yeah.
just take it.
Very well played. So I think I need to go with that.
We have a good move here.
If I play here,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
No, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
Actually, we have chance to win and put a
Oh.
Like I'm thinking that
Yeah, yeah.
Can we
It's
see
exactly. I understand. They're not on the same diagonal line. So it's not possible.
Sehr verpflichtend.
Okay. Play the pawn game.
But you do see that. So, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Oops.
Very well.
Yeah. One slim spot. One. Just one.
One more game?
Just, one spot. Okay. Currently,
Du. Das ist nicht schön, was du so hast.
Kein Matt, oder?
Na eben.
oh.
Ah, sorry.
Schönes Mal.
I'm gonna move it here first. That is
Yeah.
also very nice. Yeah,
Schönes Ding. Sehr schönes Ding. Wenn er nicht mal Nachtmode
Oh no, shit.
Okay.
So,
Okay, thank you.
habt ihr nochmal Lust beide?
Eine Minute.
Eine machst du noch, ne? Hat er mich mal gesetzt, du aber richtig.
Mensch, du.
Das war zu erwarten, aber so blöd. Was haben wir denn hier?
You want to move your rook back?
No.
No? I mean, it's check, you see.
Oh, it's check. Ah, okay, okay. I forgot.
You want to move your rook back or?
No, it's good, yeah.
Let's play, okay.
Yeah, you gave me a chance also.
Okay.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Mm.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
Play this move was the whole idea of going
Yeah.
down my knight.
I didn't see that.
Against the cow.
It happens.
Yeah, I had a winning chance
Play
now.
against the cow and often. Yes. And the exchange cow.
Yeah.
The exchange cow can. The knight does not really belong to the exchange cow.
Yeah, I think I should have played this instead of that.
That's the move. Normally players who play a lot against the caravan do not like it because what the caravan player wants is to get this bishop out very quickly and trade it and put everything in white square. That's why that's why they play this.
This is great, right?
Where the bishop goes. That is very annoying. I play like this. And now they actually play like this. So that I cannot put my bishop anywhere.
Anyway, okay.
And here, well, black has different. That is a plan.
You can put it here, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's a shit.
Yeah.
Square. It's a shit square. You go like this and you go like this. And yeah, yet basically the counter player tries sometimes to go in check. That is a plan. Sometimes just say, okay, I cannot get my bishop out, I'll get it later. Just try to get the bishop here.
Yeah.
That is one. I think it's easy to remember option. Another option they do is they play like this.
You can just go crazy here.
And like this. Yeah, but now I'm chopping my bishop. I do not want that. Yeah, but my bishop is trapped. I cannot get it out.
Yeah, anyways, if I would have played that, you can.
Yeah, if you not play that, yes. Another option is instead of playing h3, they play like this. And they just steal me, I think. And the queen goes here, and I go like this. Normally, I do not play that. No, they don't. They do like this, and then they put so that they don't block the
Or here or here.
and they have a normal game like this. That's also an option. But I think h3 for me is very annoying. So I cannot get it out, and I have to play like this. And there are some times I have to put my bishop here and trade it, and other times like this, and it's so much more frustrating. Normally I do not do it, I just live with it and say, okay, I'll take it out later.
I'm just not really good at it.
take the pawn.
Yeah. Actually, that was my plan.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Ah, here I'm out of my was theory very possible. I think one was E5. I'm not sure. No, I think we're going to E5. No, I have no idea. This is okay. But what's the plan behind this one? Because if I didn't need that, I just take that. No, I take your recycling.
Ich habe nicht gesehen, dass meine Dame angegriffen ist.
Ich habe mir fast auf die Zunge gebissen.
Ich habe es nicht gesehen. Aber ich habe das so gut, dass ich seine Augen greife.
Yeah, very good like this one. I should maybe eventually from your bishop is not going to stand on D forever.
Du bist trotzdem durch noch gut.
I'll do this then.
Ich muss mal Glück haben. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich weiß nicht mehr.
Deine Position verbessert.
The bishop should be I don't see the compensation here for the
Irgendwie nach einem Spiel.
moving to
Das ist schwer aus.
three pieces and this one is coming. King's still in the center.
So.
Okay, I think this should be checkmate. Oh no, it's not. You can move the bishop anyway. Next move is checkmate.
Can I move here, right?
No, the queens covering that square.
Also die Damen sind einzeln. Ja. Und dieses nach unten geht.
Nice. Yeah, GG. Good game.
You're really good.
Thank you. But I don't think so.
Du vergisst heute nicht Fußball.
Ach, so wieder vergessen.
So, is your home nearby or are you staying in hostel?
I mean, I live alone in a small. Das heißt Wohnung auf Englisch?
Wohnung.
House, apartment?
Yes, apartment.
Apartment.
As well.
Still,
Hmm?
the chess club is still?
The chess club is what?
Till what time?
6 o'clock p.m.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
7:55.
So, I'm sorry, it's till 8. 8 o'clock.
Ah, only
So
5
5 minutes, yes. So,
You gave back on the
Okay.
game.
want to play fast?
Yeah, sure.
Then we play with the clock. Is it fine? 2 minutes? Is it okay? Hmm?
Okay, that's my first time. Okay.
Yes, might as well. So you want to play white or black? So if you have done your moves, you just press here and then my turn. Let's go. Just so you know, normally you have to press the clock the hand you did move.
Okay.
It's okay, it's okay.
Was habt ihr eingestellt? Ja,
2 Minuten.
ja, das ist gut.
Ja.
Where am I? I'm in my 60s.
I play tennis
Okay.
Na, spielt man noch zu Ende. Ist klar. So, wir sehen uns ja am Freitag. Okay. Aber Sonntag. Sonntag spielt er keine Rolle.
I was looking at that.
Ist doch Muttertag.
I was
Take
looking
another
at
pop.
Yeah, I don't mind that type.
like with those who were.
I'll take another pop.
Nimmst gar nicht mit, Sebastian. Nimmst gar nicht mit. Aber das ist wirklich keine Zeit am 14.06.
Das weiß ich nicht.
Wie guckst du mich? Ja. War schön.
Ach, du wolltest, dass ich das mitnehme?
Ja.
Ich weiß, wo das im Internet sind, die Daten auch im Internet.
Ja.
Also ich habe das mit Ratzel schon mal gegeben.
Ja, ne?
Check.
Das
Mach's
weiß
gut.
ich.
Ciao. Tschüss. Schöne Woche noch.
Shit. This was about move. You can't do it there because of the Zoom. Isn't that the only move? What am I gonna do? Man.
You have 50 seconds and you have 30 seconds.
I haven't counted.
Should be over there. Okay. Then I'm done.
So you can.
Yeah, I can take it. Then I have to this, right?
Sorry.
Okay.
It was here, right?
You are check.
What were we using the time?
Ah, okay. Yeah, I got things.
Yes, okay.
Ist Schluss, ne?
Ja.
Dann machen wir Schluss.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes.
What if I take that?
This is already.
Die Zeiten sind gleich.
Ja.
Beide Kühen. Ja, okay.